All right, y'all, here we go with a Let's Go TV production. So we got the 2016 Chevrolet Corvette Z06, Z07, C7 track package, competition edition, convertible 3LZ 6.2 liter V8 supercharged Corvette. That's like the longest name ever. I added in the liter size. You don't have the liters in the name of the car. But anyways, there you go. We have the miniature right here that's on top. I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a brief description of what's going on. So the Z06 means you got the 6.2 liter V8 LT4, but instead you have a supercharged V8 instead of the naturally aspirated. There goes the engine right there. Then on top of that, the 3LZ, that means the interior trim. The 3LZ is top of the line, which is going to give you the suede inserts and the Alcantara side A pillars. Also, this is competition edition. As you can see right there, those are extremely rare with the suede on the steering wheel. You have memory seats, and then that button right there is so it can automatically go to the setting of whenever you're getting out the car to make it easier for you to get in and out. You also have the speakers right there. This is behind, made by Bose right there. You got the tweeters in the door. Then you have this paint right here, which is extremely beautiful. It's called Carbon Flash. It has the flakes in it. You have the two racing stripes going down the hood. Sorry, down the whole entire vehicle with that tonneau cover right there. And then you got the 20-inch 335s by 25 right there. So you can see extremely big 20-inch rim. Then in the front, they're offset because in the front, instead, they're 19-inch rim, but the size here in the front are 285 by 30, 19. So just for perspective, 21-inch on the Tesla, but those are 235s. Anyways, back to the Corvette. So you got the Z06 badging right here. Now, the difference between the Z06 and the Grand Sport is going to look exactly the same, period. There's no denying that. If you get the Z07, which is going to include the carbon and ceramic brakes, then it'll look exactly like this. You won't be able to tell the difference except for right here in the back. The Grand Sports, they only have the red right here trim instead of the clear trim. Then on the side badging, it will say, instead of one letter Z, it will say Grand and then Sport. One part will be red, the other will be in the chrome. Anyways, moving on to the brakes. 15.5-inch carbon ceramic rotors right here in the front with the 6-piston Brembros right there. Brembro pads are extremely easy to go ahead and swap out. Then we got the engine right here, which is again the 6.2 liter V8 supercharged. Since it's a 16, you do have this concave right here. On the 17 and newer, this is actually a little bit higher, so that makes that fire blanket a little bit different to circumference for the different height. Then over here in the rear, we have the 4 quad exhaust on each side, running on the X pipe underneath. I'm not going to get under there though. Then we have the trunk, excuse whatever is in here. So you got the trunk, which is that's for the tires. Whenever you go racing or anything, you can set it to the digital gauge in there, and this is where we put all the rags and bottles and everything else. You also have a cigarette lighter, which is located right there. Then you have this compartment right here, where I'm not going to take that off because I have never taken it off, but as soon as I let up the top, then y'all be able to see that part right there. This whole entire tonneau cover actually moves as the car goes up. So I'm not gonna make this video too long. I want to press it right at 7 minutes, but this is exactly what it looks like. I leave my license plate frame up here because it's sort of like a grill guard for me. But as you can see how it goes to, you know, the shape of the lower bumper. So you have the stage 3 aero kit, which is going to include these canards right here on the side. Stage 2, you're going to have this winglet. Stage 1, you're only going to have the spoiler. So that's the difference between those 3 stages. Let me show you in the back. The side skirts as well, those are part of the stage 3 kit. Right here in the back, you'll know it's a stage 3 because you'll have this adjustable spoiler, which you can move it up and down. So let's go ahead and put up the top. So unfortunately, I have to actually manually hit that in order for the top to go ahead and come up. But as you can see, it's in impeccable condition. There's like literally almost no dust anywhere, dirt or debris. As you can see, that's the way how it performs. Alright, and now the top is up. And here goes that engine again. I'll show y'all what it looks like with everything shut. These mirrors fold out. That's like the world's lightest hood, except for maybe a Lexus GS350, which I know is not carbon fiber, but this one, I think this one is carbon fiber. But anyways, you see here, that's what it looks like. Just in case if y'all ever wanted to know what's the difference, I hope I explained it pretty good to you. But the 3LZ top of the line interior trim, 2LZ, you're gonna just have leather with no suede inserts, and 1LZ, you're gonna have the regular leather, not the Napa leather or whatever. Also, we have the front camera. Let me show you that. Those cameras, you have a front and we also have a rear facing camera. Cameras are right here, one there, one there. And this one right here, this top of the line trim, it has everything spec'd on it. There wasn't nothing that was missing. I think the only thing you could have got additional would have been this, all that trim right here to be like carbon fiber or whatever. But anyways, so here goes the camera. That's the rear. Put it in drive, and there goes the front. So the left corner, right corner, and then like a bird's eye view, just like that. And then you have the PDR system, which is Performance Data Recorder. It will actually record you driving. You can start it. You can set, you know, a time lapse. Tell you how many minutes you have left on your SD card, which is located right here, right there. So as you know, your supercharger gauge settings, everything else, you know, it would be a whole entire it would be way too long if I went through every single ordeal. But you can switch these. As you see, I got it on sport, then track. That's going to give you all the horsepower. Also, there's a different exhaust note. The gears shift differently. It's more high end. Then you got the weather, which calms it down, and you got the eco mode, and then you also got the touring. As you can see, every single time when you select one, this gauge right here, it always changes depending on which one you set it to. So then we got the fuel gauge that's right over here, and we got our miles per hour right there. Then we have the heads-up display. I don't know if the phone will actually show it, but it's right there, just in case. You can switch through different ones. You can do it up and down. Hopefully it'll come up on the camera. There it goes. So you can go up and down with it, and then you could do your info on there. Just in case you don't like the way how it looks, you could change, you know, the different ways of how it looks. And then you got the brightness right there. This right here is for your mirrors. That's to dim down all the lights, the interior, you know, the gauge cluster. And then you have your OnStar right there, and your LED lights at the top with home link, so you can link it to your garage, which is extremely easy to do. And then you got your mirrors that are illuminated. Of course, it has the Bluetooth. Cool thing, you can do your screen, put whatever you want to right up in here. Okay. Then you got another cigarette lighter that's right there. Then right up in here you have a spot for 2 USBs and a jack port. And then you also have this right here, which is another cigarette lighter. So you're pretty much cigarette lightered out. Never have to worry about that. Then you got the heated seats right here, and the cooled seats is right there. The cooled seats, now one thing that's cool about this is I believe this is circulating air, so it's going to give you like the temperature of whatever it is outside. Will be right there. That'll give you all your information, the temperature, the oil temperature, the engine temperature, oil pressure, battery, tire pressure, all that. So the seats will still be cooled even though it's cold outside. And you got the heated seat right there. Moving on, you have your alarm system that's right there, the flash red. And then you have the heated and cooled seat that's right over there with the temperature that you can control for your passenger. Gear selector right here, and you could put it into manual mode if you like to. You can actually change the gears. You can go up to gear 3 with it just sitting. But there goes your badge right there, 650 horsepower, 650 foot-pounds of torque, just in case they don't know. And yeah, so this is everything on the 3LZ C7 Z06 Z07 track package competition edition 6.2 liter V8 supercharged Chevrolet Corvette 2016 with the stage 3 aero kit. So last thing I'll explain is the brakes, and then I'll be done with the video. So with these brakes, these being carbon ceramic, they're extremely expensive. Extremely. They're like $15,000 on third-party websites. So we will do another video on how much it costs at the dealership. I'm gonna say probably around $15,000 to $16,000. But they're supposed to last the lifetime of the vehicle if you are not a track enthusiast, which I'm not. I just bought it because I assumed that it was going to hold its value, and I wanted to make sure that I had every single thing ticked because I wanted the new C8 Corvette until I actually drove the C7 Z06. So there's absolutely no comparison when it comes to those two different cars, which we're going to do another video that is going to explain the reason why you should go ahead and get you a Grand Sport or a C8, a slower version. Now, if you're a NASCAR driver or a NASCAR Sons driver, or you're just extremely rich, then, and you don't mind blowing money, then absolutely, because these tires are over $700 each. All right, so when people want you to burn out and everything, yeah, it might look cool and everything, but at the exact same time, oh, you running through some money. Okay, these tires don't last long either. I'll turn the steering wheel just so y'all can see for measurement of size. And then look how wide this is, man. This is wider than 285s. That was the sizes I had on the 21-inch tires right there on the Tesla. But This is sitting on a 10.5-inch rim, and that's sitting on a 12 or maybe 12.5. I think it's a 12-inch rim. Now these rims are, I think, $982 each. But again, we'll go to the dealership and we'll get everything printed out so that way everybody will know exactly how much it's going to cost. But anyways, my point of me saying all that is, yeah, it is not cheap at all. So hopefully y'all stay tuned for that video coming up next to describe it. I just wanted to go ahead and give y'all the ins and outs of it. Again, that is a 6-piston caliper in the front, and then the 4-piston caliper right here in the rear. Extremely easy to go ahead and take off and on. Now, the thing about these is, if you don't want no brake dust or anything, go with carbon ceramic. You'll never really have to clean your rims. Look at how clean those rims are. Also, if you go to Corvette World, I got it out here by Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. There's something called Clear Coat. There's also one in Houston, Quick Shine. So it's like cow nut or something, $17.95. Now that thing right there, it works miracles. You spray it on your rag or you spray it on a car. You're gonna have to do it over and over and over, but it pretty much makes it almost like repellent to dust and to water. So it's gonna really stay really clean. Now, of course, you need a car cover, which we have right there in the back of the Tesla, to go ahead and, you know, put over your car to keep it really nice and shiny. Since it's cold, it's going for a sweat right now. But anyways, I feel like I'm rambling now. So there you go. There you have it. It's extremely fast. So just be prepared. Now, I had this car listed on Turo, renting it at $450 a day for the weekend, $350 a day for the weekday, Monday through Thursday. Now, some people said, oh man, that's way too much. Well, you got to take in the factor of your insurance. Your insurance is through the roof on these Corvettes, okay? Number two, the tires and the brakes and the brake pads. I mean, you got it all on this particular one. There's nothing that it missed at all. So yeah, you're definitely going to want to charge so that way you can get your money back, you know, if that's something that you want to do. Sorry, I thought I had that up. Anyways, but yeah, so that's what I was doing. I had a couple hits on there, but as soon as we met up for us to go ahead and take delivery of it, of course I was driving the car just to let them know this is how it works, everything else, and I scared the Jesus out of everybody. It was only 3 people, but yeah, they were scared to death. And one person was not, but I could tell that he wouldn't be able to handle all this power. He was going to wrap this around a pole or anything else, as y'all would have seen in my video when I took delivery of the car. So there goes everything on it. Hopefully y'all watch that other video, because that other video is going to give y'all precisely of exactly what is going on with these cars. So just in case, the cheapest insurance that I found here in the state of Texas, Fort Worth, Dallas, Tarrant County, Dallas County, is a company called Allstate, and it's called MileWise. I pay by the mile. Now, I used to pay 9.7 cents per mile, but they have went on and moved it to 30.1 cent per mile, and I just just had that increase like maybe a week ago. Then you have to pay per day, which is $5.97 just for your base premium daily rate. So you do pretty much $6 times 3, that's 180, then 30 cents per mile times however many miles you're gonna drive. Then the miles per gallon, you're only getting 7 miles per gallon, so you are not going anywhere in this bad boy at all. I promise you that. It is not a daily driver. It is way too low to the ground for it to even be daily driven. But as you can see, and I haven't even lowered mine, nor am I going to lower mine. I want this to stay straight factory, so that way I can get a good resale value if I ever decide to sell it. But yeah, so other than that, I forgot to brush metal pedals down there. If y'all are interested at all, y'all just give us a call, 682-239-1470. My name is Craig. Y'all can reach me anytime, text or call, whatever. But this is in impeccable condition. Look at it. And this is how it stays too, by the way. You don't see it all dirty and everything else, unless it's just one of them days or whatever. It only been in the rain twice, ever. So, and that was totally only because it started raining. It's not a car you pull out in the rain or when the weather's bad at all. It's just not. You'll end up killing somebody. But anyways, so there you have it. Now the window sticker was $111,995, or maybe it was $119,995. It was one of them two. I have to grab the window sticker, just in case. So therefore, if you ever do want it or anything, it'll come with all that paperwork and everything else. Now, so far as that insurance though, I do have one accident, which was a hit and run on there, and I do have one speeding ticket, which is over 3 years ago. So I'm sure that may have a little bit to do with it, but anywhere else, man, it was starting at like $490 a month. And that was the reason why we didn't go ahead and get the Karma Rivero, was because the insurance was $450 a month. And I was just like, absolutely not. So this car was more than I can handle. I didn't know about it at the time, but it is what it is. But we still have it, and we now have it for sale. So y'all just give us a call. Thanks. Let's get it. Let's go. Don't believe me? Just watch. Suffer pain now. Enjoy. Relaxation later. Let's go TV. Let's get it. Let's go.